Today, we are ranking the top 10 strongest characters in Dragon Ball Legends right now. And before we start, this is not just a damage ranking. I'm ranking these characters based on their current PvP value, their teams, their utility, their disruption, how annoying they are to fight, and how much they actually impact a match. So let's start with number 10. At number 10, I have two characters sharing the spot, Red Supreme Kai and Revival Gohan. And honestly, I could not leave either of them out. Starting with Supreme Kai, this guy is not here because he is the craziest damage dealer in the game. He is here because he is one of the most annoying utility characters in the meta. He supports the team. He disrupts the enemy. He fits very well with Majin Buu Saga. With his unique equipment, he earned so much value. He is the kind of unit that does not always look scary on paper, but when you fight him, you realize how annoying he really is. But sharing that number 10 spot, we also have Revival Gohan. And the reason is simple. Revival is still one of the best mechanics in the game. A Revival unit gives your team safety. It lets you play more aggressively. And after he revives, his damage just becomes unreal. He fits very strong Sun family and hybrid setups. And in this meta, that alone makes him very valuable. At number 9, I have Legend Super Vegito. Super Vegito is still very strong. He is not number 1 anymore, and he is not as dominant as some of the newer units, but he is absolutely still a top-tier character. The reason Super Vegito is here is because he still brings strong damage, good pressure, and very good team value. He fits Fusion Warriors, he fits Majin Buu Saga, and he still works very well with some of the best characters in the game. Super Vegito is one of those units that might not feel completely broken anymore, but he is still extremely reliable. And reliable units win games. He can apply pressure, he can punish mistakes, and he still has enough tools to compete in the current meta. At number 8, I have Ultra Kid Buu. And I know some people might say Kid Buu is only A tier now, but I still think he deserves a spot in the top 10. Why? Because Kid Buu is still extremely annoying. He fits Majin Buu Saga. And right now, Majin Buu Saga is the most important tag in the game because of the Buu Boys. Kid Buu might not be the newest or most overloaded Ultra anymore, but he is still dangerous in the right hands. He can stall, he can survive, he can disrupt your rhythm, and if you underestimate him, he can still take over a match. At number 7, I have Super Saiyan God Shallot. Shallot is one of the most valuable characters in the game because he is safe, flexible, and annoying to deal with. His biggest strength is that he can change into the LGT element when he is at a disadvantage. His feints are very annoying too, and in my opinion, he is still the best counter to the Buu Boys. Shallot is not always the flashiest character. He is not the unit that everyone talks about first, but in PvP, he is very valuable because he gives you stability. And in a good Fusion or Game Originals team, he can truly deliver. At number 6, I have Xenoverse Rose Goku Black. This unit is still disgusting. He has strong offensive pressure, he punishes mistakes very hard, and he fits extremely well with some of the best teams in the game. Rose is the type of character that can snowball very quickly. If he catches you, the match can get ugly fast. He brings damage, pressure, and disruption, and he can make the opponent feel like they never get a clean turn. The reason I have him at number 6 is because he is still one of the most dangerous offensive units in PvP, but I do not have him top 5 because the characters above him feel slightly more important to the current meta. Still, Rose is absolutely a monster. If you see him on the enemy team, you have to respect him. At number 5, I have Yellow Goku Black, and honestly, this guy deserves his respect. Yellow Goku Black is one of those characters who became way more valuable because of his unique equipment and his team synergy. He is not just here because he does damage. He is here because he makes teams work. He fits perfectly with Goku Black's setups. He helps control the match. He brings disruption. He can be very annoying defensively. And let's not talk about the crazy damage he can still generate. This is the kind of unit that will survive for a long time in the game because he can also fit in so many different teams. At number 4, I have Legend Broly. Broly is still one of the scariest characters in Dragon Ball Legends. This guy is pure pressure. Once he gets going, he can completely destroy a match. His transformations make him more dangerous as the fight goes on. His damage can get ridiculous. Broly is not just strong because of numbers. He is strong because he forces you to play differently. You cannot ignore him. You cannot let him build momentum. And if you give him the chance to take over, he will punish you hard. He also has very good team value, especially with powerful opponent and movie-based setups. And he is also a very good counter to the Buu Boys. At number 3, I have Legend Trunks and Gohan. This unit is insane because they are not just powerful. They are consistent. and consistency is one of the most important things in PvP. Trunks and Gohan do so much for a team. They work perfectly with some of the best teams in the game, and they are one of those characters that always feel useful. Their attacks are truly crazy, even though they do not have endurance and are vulnerable to attacks like the Rising Rush. Their damage is truly out of this world. And their Legend action can KO even characters like Legend Broly by destroying their endurance. The reason I have them at number 3 is because they are one of the most complete units in Dragon Ball Legends. They might not have the craziest single mechanic in the game, but their overall value is ridiculous. At number 2, I have Ultra Gogeta Blue. Gogeta is still him. This unit is one of the most oppressive characters in the entire game. His damage is crazy, his pressure is crazy, and his mechanics are still disgusting. The biggest thing with Gogeta is that he can punish the whole enemy team, not just the active character. That kind of pressure is very rare. When Gogeta gets going, it feels like your entire team is in danger. He also fits Fusion Warriors, movies, and other strong setups. So team-wise, he still has a lot of value. And even after the Boo Boys came out, Gogeta is still one of the scariest units to fight. The reason I put him above Trunks and Gohan is because Gogeta has that explosive power that can completely flip a match. Trunks and Gohan are more consistent, but Gogeta is more terrifying. If he catches you at the wrong moment, the match can be over very quickly. That is why Gogeta Blue is number 2. And finally, at number 1, we have the Boo Boys. Ultra Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. This is the best unit in Dragon Ball Legends right now, and honestly, I do not think it is that close. The Boo Boys have everything, and one of the strongest win conditions in the entire game. The Super Spirit Bomb is what makes this unit so ridiculous, because once they start preparing it, the whole match changes. You're not just fighting a normal unit anymore, you're fighting against a timer. You know that if they get the Spirit Bomb ready, something terrible is about to happen. And the fact that the Spirit Bomb can nullify major survival mechanics makes it even scarier. Revival, indestructible, comeback style mechanics, all of that becomes much less safe when the Boo Boys are on the field. That is what makes them number 1. They do not just deal damage, they force the opponent to play around them. They change how the match works, and the best units in the game are always the ones that force the opponent to respect them at all times. And they are the main character of the current meta. So for me, the Boo Boys are clearly number 1. Of course, rankings can always change depending on teams, stars, equipment, and the player using them. But right now, this is the list I believe makes the most sense. Who would you change in this top 10? If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. And remember, keep grinding. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.